Hey guys, it's Wayne with Family Acreage Farms, and we're not out with the cows today, we're with the quail. We just hatched 100, we got 106 out of the incubator yesterday, and you can hear more chirping in there, so we'll be getting some more out today. But we threw them in this brooder. We made this brooder, it's a big brooder, just because we have hatched so many. And you can see them all in here just chilling. Look at that little guy laying on top of the feed over there. They're pretty chill little guys, but whenever they start moving, boy, you'll see them just darting around in here. But so you see I have a light here. I wired it from the back. This is just to keep them nice and warm, and whenever they're first born, you keep it about 99.5 degrees, and you have that where it'll turn on and off. It's where it keeps it there so they don't boil them during the day. And that right there is called a pie meter or pimeter, or whatever you want to call it, but that has two different lights on it that it's controlling, and it watches the temperature. So you see there's the other light right there. So there's, see, look, both lids here opened up. And this is just my southern engineering here that I did to keep these little guys warm. One thing that we did notice when we first built this, I had it closed in. I thought maybe they would get enough oxygen through here, and I think, I don't know, did I have these things on? So we had a lot, they had to like, look like they had a wet head, and they just didn't do well. And so I cut holes here, and I drilled holes here, and I drilled holes all along the back so that they could still stay warm, but there's better ventilation. I thought they'd get enough ventilation through the tin, but they didn't, and they did really poorly, but now they're doing great. When we throw them in here, I mean, we may lose one or two, but a lot of times that's just, I don't know, it's bad luck for them. With that pie meter and these heat lamps and the way we built this brooder, it's great. And we have another brooder over by the chicken area, chicken coop. You probably see that on another video we've done, but it's way back. So they stay in here about 3 to 4 weeks. Once they start jumping out and getting all over you, whenever you open it up, it's time to move them. And we literally just put them on the floor in here. So you see these little guys everywhere on the floor in here. So how many are in here now, 50?
Probably around 50 or 70.
And we sold 70 to a local feed store. That's kind of what we do to help pay for the feed of the animals and the sunflower seeds that we sprout. So we put, there's 50 on the floor in here now. And so they're, like I said, hopefully we might have 200 or so in here. And then they go over to here, this side. And we have our aviary separated into 3 paddocks. So this is the middle paddock here, and you can see all this is where our layers are. Our layers, they got plenty of room, plenty of feed. There's about 60 layers in here, and there should be 5 males for, or I mean, sorry, 1 male for every 5 females in here.
And those are all our eggs from today.
Yeah, that's our eggs from today. And these guys are very happy. If you ever see these birds that are in a cage, man, they're just running back and forth, just miserable. They're very stressed. But in here, look at them. They're literally, you try not to step on them coming in here because they just kind of chill so much. So these guys are very happy. They one thing you have to be careful with though is whenever you have we have all these just mulch and pine shavings in here. They come through. Look, they'll drop an egg anywhere. It just falls out of their butt, literally. They don't make a nest. Every once in a while you see one make a nest, or they'll kind of nest up in a box over there. But then they'll bury this in the mulch because they give themselves a little dust bath. And so giving themselves a dust bath or something like that, it'll get buried in the mulch. And then they'll dig it back up a week later, and we find it, what we considered a blooper. So you get like a rotten egg. So you just gotta be careful when you're doing this. That's why we always crack our eggs in a separate one, unless we know it's like fresh and brand new. That's where we put them. And then we sometimes put them in here. This is where we keep all our feed though. And this first paddock, because squirrels are awful, and they got in and they just tore into all our feed. Mice and rats started coming trying to get in all the feed, so you got to be careful. So they can't get in the aviary. Nothing can get in the aviary at all. So we got that 1/4-inch mesh everywhere. So that's our aviary. That's our quail little breeding program. We always try to have a rotation going to where once one turns 3 weeks old, the other ones are turning about 6 to 8 weeks old, and we can either send them to freezer camp or send them to breeder camp. And we always have food. We always have eggs. We always have meat, and we always have birds to sell. So a little extra cash on the side and all that other stuff, so it's fun. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe this thing. Hit the little bell. And let us know if you have any questions about these. We've been doing it for literally, we added up to like 7 years now. So we've been through a lot of bumps and and curves with this. So let us know if you have any questions. Thank y'all.